Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Radio Jonesy and living your best life at 60. It can be done in many ways. It can be done so differently for many people. But an important point to remember is in Australia, your life expectancy on the latest stats I've gathered is from the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Now there's a mouthful. Is 83.2 years. So that's the average male. It's going to live to 83.2 years. And when you're 60, just crunch the numbers. That leaves you with maybe 23 years if you're in that average. And averages are averages. Some will get higher and unfortunately some get lower. So when you're 60 and you're still enjoying your life, or maybe you're not enjoying your life, there's a lot of reasons to change it to be positive. You can focus on your health is the main agenda at this age. Like, focus on your health, get to your medical checks. If you haven't had a medical check for a long time, do check it out. Get looked at, get sorted. Once you've got that under control, and that you can enjoy your daily life, plenty of things to be happy about at this age. Most people have set themselves into their choice of where they're going to retire by this time, and if you haven't, it is time to think about it. Like, some people in Australia, you can work to 67. Well, that's when you get the pension. You can work past 67. I've got a friend who's near 70, still working, and says he can't afford to stop work. But just think of that moment. Like, think of that person. He's nearly 70. He doesn't want to retire from work, not because he enjoys his work, not because it's a great place to go or he gets to talk to people outside of his home environment. But no, he goes there because he can't afford his life if he doesn't go to work. So that is crazy. That is crazy. You need to reassess your choice of life. Maybe the house is too big. Maybe you can downsize. Maybe you can move to a more rural location. Houses are much cheaper out of cities. If you move to a rural location, rents are cheaper, plus house prices are cheaper, depending on what services are available in those towns or cities. I've did exactly that over my life. I've started with my first house in the city of Sydney. Moved when the family was on the way. We decided I don't want my kids to be growing up in the city, so we moved them to a nice rural lakeside village, and it was a small town. Everyone knew everyone, and the kids could walk around, and it was great for them and great for us. And as time went on, kids have come and gone. We've moved from that house into an apartment. The apartment was great for us at the time. I was doing a lot of travel. I wasn't home much, so it kept, you could just close the door and leave and come home, and there's no lawns to mow and all that sort of jazz, whiz-bang stuff. But now we've moved to a 5-bedroom, 2-story house on an island, so we're in a much larger place. I've got a room like this out the back. It's a studio out the back, and it's cost less money than the apartment that we were living on a beach somewhere. And we've got the ocean right in front of us. We've got the beach out here. It's just choices. Once you get rid of those ingrained thoughts about where you're going to live, what you've got to do, and how you're going to live your life, the choices are many and varied. Like, I was born in a little tiny country town. Did I want to live my whole life there? Well, I could have, and I do like going back there. And I've got family who still live there. I've got family who are buried there. it is your hometown. It is where you were born, and most people think they're going to die in their hometown. I am a gazillion places away from that little town. I'm on a coast, I've got mountains, I've got snow, I've got all sorts of things to do where I am here. Everything is within 20 minutes you somewhere different. So I chose to come here. Uh, there are like, if you're young and you're trying to find a high paid position, maybe you have to go to the cities and maybe you have to build your career up. But when you get to 60, you've got to start thinking about your next 20 years, because they're the most important years you're going to have. So whether it's downsizing the cars, downsizing the house, downsizing the location, listening to the rain on the roof. We have tin roofs. And it is summer here today, and we're getting our first summer rain, which is very rare. We get lots of rain down here. I'm down south of Australia. I'm in this lovely little island, and it is a fabulous place to live. If you haven't been to Tasmania, definitely check it out. It is a must-visit location on anyone's agenda. Just check out YouTube, plenty of videos on it, and you'll be amazed by what you see. But getting back to the point, living your best life at 60 and beyond is enjoy where you're living. Enjoy, if you're working, good luck to you. Enjoy your job. If you're not enjoying your job, you've got, just get this into your head, 20 more years to go, and maybe you won't be around anymore. And enjoy these 20 years. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your solitude. And that's huge when you reach 60. Just being able to sit down and enjoy what you do and how you do it. It could be simple games that you like to play. It could be music that you like to do. Just get out and do it, because you've got time on your side. If you can downsize your expenditures and your bills by either shifting or relocating or downsizing, life after 60 is fabulous. Yeah, so living your best life after 60, you've got choices are there for everybody. I've got a friend who's volunteering at a second-hand shop. She's having a great time meeting the customers, knowing she's doing something good for the community, and she's just enjoying her space there. That is just one story. There's many. Like, if you're a person in need of company, like social groups, sporting clubs, there's lots of ways to join a local team in your area, a local group environment. The local government here, they're called councils. You contact your local council and they can give you a plethora of information on all different groups that are in your area. There is, like here, there's a musical society, there's an over 65 group that meets just down the corner here actually. There's a singing group that just meets. We hear their voices, absolutely lovely, just down the hill. There's lots of things to do. There's the beach activities, the surf lifesaving, the volunteers, lots of activities to do if that's what you want. But if you want to keep to yourself, it's about to and enjoy your solitude. All that is great, but you have to keep yourself fit. So get out, be active, be moving, be flexible, get the joints going, enjoy the food that you eat. Don't overindulge. I know Christmas has just come and gone, and I've definitely overindulged. The scales tell me that. So I'm now on my early year program of walking again and enjoying the beach. Won't be going to the beach today. She looks a bit grey and miserable out there, but enjoy what you do. Enjoy where you are. If you can, the strategy here for me is saying, my friend got me thinking about this video where he's still working at 70, not because he enjoys the work, because I thought he enjoyed the work, I thought he enjoyed the company, but it's because he can't afford to live. The pension will not financially keep him on top, so he'll sink very fast. So I don't know where his money goes, and I don't ask these things because it's none of my business. But what I'm just saying, for the lovely viewers out here on the wonderful YouTube, you can tell your stories in the comments here. I'd love to read them. But this was the message. I thought, if he just say he's got a nice big brick house for 2 people, and I think there's probably 4 rooms. If he sold that and moved into a smaller house, he might save a bit of money. If he sold that and moved to a rural location, he could make a lot of money on that changeover. And even if he sold that and went up into the hills, which is, let me tell you, I don't know, hills, you could say 2 hours away. If you have to drive 2 hours to go somewhere, is that the hills where you live? Because here it is. You could be in the middle of the island up on the hills, and honestly, land and houses and everything is cheap as it can be. And you can be at a hospital in 2 hours. You can be at your doctor could be, they move doctors into these regions for care at certain days of the week. So if you don't want to drive 2 hours, you wait till your day when the doctor comes to town. That's how it works here on the island. But I'm getting off the subject. But what I want you to think about in the conversation today is that if you're living your best life, think of the time you have left, thinking what you can do with that time. And if you have to work to survive, maybe think of like changes. It can be many and varied, but there are ways to minimize the costs of living, to enjoy the next 20, according to the statistics that I'm looking here, an average Australian male lives to 83.2 years. Well, for me, at my age, that is 21 point something years from now. So I'm enjoying my next 20 years. Let me tell you that. I'm hitting the sticks. I'm singing songs that people laugh. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun. If there's a karaoke, I'm there. I like to blurt out a couple of songs. But apart from all that, enjoy your life. Thanks for watching. This is Radio Jonesy. Living your best life after 60. Just do it.